Starting on the January 8th release, we have quite a really nice fix. That is the ability to add sites, a neutral site by zip code. It's been a little frustrating adding sites. Opponents aren't too bad, like adding out opponents. You just Google their zip code and look them up in the opponents by zip. But as you remember in the sites functionality, you could only search up to 200 miles away. Well, guess what? If you're Scott High School playing in a tournament in Florida that's more than 200 miles away, and you just basically couldn't find it. You had to do some tricks. Happy to say now that the functionality is the same. So let's go to resources. Let's do a fictional tournament. We're going to be playing at the Boo Williams Invitational. It's at the Boo Williams Sport Complex in Hampton, Virginia. And we're going to play Hampton High School. So, and it's going to be on January 24th. So let's do, first of all, let's go to our resources and let's add our site. Got a few sites listed there on Scott. Let's manage. And just like I've always said on the opponents, let's Google now the sport complex and get its zip code there, 23666. We can go within 10 miles of 23666. It's going to pull up a ton, even that close to that zip code. So now let's put in Boo. And you're probably going to see some repeats. And I think as far as in terms of the scoreboard, it really doesn't matter. You just want to know where it's at. And so forth, and an Arbiter Live. But I like the ones that are just plain old, like it's Boo Williams, and it's got the address. See, that's got S Armistead, and that one's got some C1 there, probably Court 1. Somebody added the sub site as the site. But let's go ahead and add this one. As soon as I check it, it's going to be added, and I hit I'm done. And it'll be on there forever. If you go to the same tournament every year and it's there, it's there, you're done. So let's just click on it and see what subsites Boo Williams has. We can see there that it's got, looks like about 8 courts. So that's good. So now we got to add our team we're playing, right? So let's go to opponents. I already did this as well. I Googled Hampton High School in Hampton, West Virginia. It's actually a different zip, 23669. So let's add remove components. And this should be familiar with you to you because this is the way this has always been. Let's type in Hampton. See Hampton High School there. Now notice all of these say inactive. Don't panic over that. That just means they're not using Arbiter. They still have an account, but it's just not activated, and we can still pick them as an opponent. So I picked Hampton High School as the opponent, and they will be on your opponent list again. If you play them every year, they'll stay on there. So I've got my site. It's it's a neutral site, and then I got my opponent. So let's go to my schedule, and let's just say it's on January 24th. I'll do a new game. We're not going to do a new tournament. New tournament are for only in-state tournaments. And remember, the tournament host enters all those enters your games in the tournament manager. For an out-of-state, we're going to do a new game. Sorry, new game. All right, you can name it here. Let's call it the Boo Williams Invitational. I think that's what they have. Okay, it's going to be our girls team, so girls varsity. And who are they playing? We added Hampton, so let's go to H Hampton. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's enter them all as away games. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're the home team on the bracket or whatever. Let's enter them all as the away team, so it doesn't interfere with our signers at all. They don't see it. So now, let's say this game was held at Hampton High School. Well, this is pretty much all you have to do because it's automatically picked the site for you. And you may have to, move around the subsites if they got auxiliary gyms and so forth. But this one is not. It's played at, it's very common. It's played at a sports complex nearby. So we're going to pick, guess what, the Boo Williams. And then we are on court 2 for that game. Let's say it is the 24th. 7:30 sounds good. It's an hour and a half. Now, here's the key thing is let's just mark this as a tournament. And guess what? We're good to go. Again, mark them all as away. Pick your site. If it's the school, then it'll populate automatically. If it's a third party, you're going to have to add it to your site list like I did this. And then notice here, it's not going to bother our officials at all. And then we're just going to hit create game. So I hope this helps. I know you've all been patient, and I appreciate that. And we are getting there. Thanks a lot. Let me know if you have any questions.